Version of you that you've been praying for will cost you something. Pause. Let that sink in for a minute.
You keep asking God to elevate you.
Mm-hmm.
You keep praying for a healthier body,
Mm.
more money, a stronger marriage, more peace in your life. But if you ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice
Wow.
to get there?
Because the truth is, you cannot step into the next level without letting go of something you're in currently, right? The
Right,
current level that you're in.
right. So my question is to you, what are you willing to give up so you can become the person you have been praying for? Hello,
Hello, everybody.
everybody.
Sani Bunani.
My name is Pumla, the Lady of Power.
My name is Jave, aka Grandmaster Bugsy.
And together we are
The Boy the Walkers.
Yes.
Today's point number and conversation is going to be focusing on
the version of you have been praying for. I'm kidding.
what
It's gonna be the version of you have been praying for.
Requires sacrifice.
Requires sacrifice. Yeah.
Yes. So point number one focuses on.
Point number one focuses on you can't step into your future holding on to your old habits.
You can't become who you want to become if you're focusing on being who you used to be.
Right. You've been praying for breakthrough, success, and a new version of yourself, but you're still holding on to the same habits that are keeping you stuck.
With this being said, is moral of the story is that in order to be a millionaire, in order to be a manager, in order for you to think of $1 million idea, in order for you to envision you going to space, being the president, you have to be the version, you have to act, you have to formulate the emotions and the mindset and the characters, the habits, the traits, the practices, the patterns of the individuals in order to be that which you seek, which means that you can't continuously be the same person. Yes, you are the same vessel, but you can't continuously doing the same actions. That if 1 + 1 = 2, the equation is 2 because of 1 + 1. Obviously, that formula is never going to change. So in order to understand it and grasp it on a lower level and on a higher frequency, is that in order for you to be this version of yourself that you want to be, you have to leave behind the old habits.
I love it. I would say let's talk about the habits that delays your progress. What are the habits? What are the things that you're doing that are delaying your progress? Because you can't solve the problem that you don't know. If you don't know the problem, you can't solve it. You need to first find the problem and then we can solve it. First of all, check your procrastination. Are you procrastinating? Are you lacking discipline? Are you in your comfort zone? I think those are the three most important things that you need to look at when you're looking at the problem that you need to solve when it comes to you working on the next version of yourself. Like, what are the things you need to sacrifice? Sometimes you don't have to sacrifice a lot. Sometimes you have to sacrifice having discipline rather than motivation. Sometimes you have to sacrifice procrastination. You have to let go of procrastination. Sometimes you have to sacrifice letting go of your comfort zone. Seeing that I am in my comfort zone, I am so comfortable here, let me find something that is going to challenge me, because that's how I'm going to get out and be who I want to be.
Empathize that transformation doesn't come from comfort, okay?
Right.
Get uncomfortable in order to be that which you want to be. It comes from discipline and sacrifice. So understanding that transforming and transformation comes from being uncomfortable. In order to be uncomfortable, you have to go and be at the mindset of disciplinary and sacrifice. I'm doing this because I know that this is going to give me this, right? I'm doing this because these are the end results. I'm doing this because these are the end results to your weight loss journey, or to even sacrifice your sleeping to work out more. And I think this is the necessary time to focus on understanding sacrifice and spending your time in the right areas. we're going to jump to this quote real quick, which is, the hardest thing about stepping into your next level is letting go of your current level, letting go of your old self to walk into your new self. Point number 2.
The life you want comes with a cost. Are you willing to pay it?
Right. Shift their perspective by saying,
every single thing I've been praying for has a cost attached to it.
And so, like, what you're doing is you're initially getting the affirmations caught up with understanding that there's a price to pay for everything, right?
Yeah.
There's a price to pay when you want to make change. There's a price to pay when you want to shift from a person who reads more often or less than, and then wants to read more often. There's a price when you want to get a job. You have to wear the clothes. You have to act a certain way. You have to change certain characteristics to fit the profile, right? And so,
for better health, the cost is showing up to work out and eat clean. And the price to pay for financial freedom, the cost is to budget, saving, and build something sustainable.
Right.
For strong faith, the cost is to daily prayer, study the word, and building a relationship with God.
Right.
Yeah.
I think for our journey, when it comes to that, it has been a consistent effort in just showing up. Right. Because if we do too much logical thinking from it, it's gonna then do too much as far as in the action base of it all. Yeah. Execute is our mind frame, and even the tattoo. So now we don't have a tattoo, just joking. But wow. Yeah. Moving on to the next part.
Nothing comes without sacrifice. The vision of themselves they desire. Like you need to the vision of yourselves that you desire. So the vision of yourself that you desire, it has to come with the sacrifice. Whatever it is that you see or who you see yourself as, it is going to come with sacrifice, because you have to show up as that person. You have to not show up as your old self, because that is not going to help you out. You have to not surround yourself with the people you used to surround yourself with, because that's not who you want to become.
Right.
Surround yourself with people who you want to look like, people who you want to become, people who inspire you, people who uplift you.
Right. Stop asking God to do something new in your life if you're not willing to do something new in your own routines.
Right. Okay? Oh, right, because that's where the action is.
Right.
God is going to show up for you only if you take action. But Absolutely. If you don't take action, he's also not going to show up.
Point number 3. Your feelings will always fight your destiny.
The quote. You forgot to read the quote.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Point number 3. Your feelings will always fight your destiny. Push through anyway. Right?
Right.
Do it because you want to do it. Do it because the naysayers. Do it because you have something to prove. Do it because you want to make your parents proud. Do it because it's just innately something that you just desire, because you know that's the point of purpose. The enemy of your
breakthrough is not your ability.
The enemy of your breakthrough is not your ability.
Yeah.
It's your feelings. Don't allow your feelings to lead your direction. Feelings are frivolous, right? When you have children, you understand that you have to get them to understand that your feelings is not always per se the compass.
Right.
Right? It's not always the compass, because you can feel way, swole, why any other time in any other way, right?
Yeah.
And it's about addressing it sometimes with a logical mind sometimes, right? You don't always have to be softy about your feelings. You want to conduct your feelings and control your feelings.
Yeah.
So,
I would say
some of the feelings. Oh, sorry about that.
I would say that with laziness, you need to get rid of being lazy. You need to get rid of doubt. Stop doubting yourself. Stop discouraging yourself, because sometimes it's not the outside people who do these things to us. We do it to ourselves. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, Who do I think I am? How can I be that type of person? How do I think that I can look like this, or
Yeah.
how can I don't qualify to be a content creator, because look at my face. I have all these pimples, and I'm ugly, and I'm this, and I'm that. You
Right.
become the discouragement, and you discourage yourself to do some stuff. It's not always the outside world. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you have to check yourself. Sometimes you have to see how you talk to yourself, because you can be talking to yourself negatively.
Mm.
Like, I have people that I've met during my journey of life where they talk to themselves negatively. Like, they don't appreciate themselves. They don't appreciate who they are. They be like, oh my God, just look at me. Oh my God, this. And I'm just
And
like, you know what? I can't surround myself with people. If you talk negative about yourself, if you have this conversation, the negative conversation
yeah.
with yourself,
Yeah.
then I have no business with you.
Yeah.
I have no business with you, because you're going to do it to me,
I
or
think
you're
the
gonna,
things that kind of flow into that mindset is laziness, doubt, discouragement, fear of failure. They will always basically talk you out of the next level, right? And so when you notice things like that, it's because of the stuff that they haven't proved to themselves yet, the things that they made promises to themselves that they haven't kept. So therefore, the commentary is now starting to leak out, right?
Exactly.
So one of the things that you want to focus on is your feelings don't want you to succeed, right? They want you to stay comfortable, right? And a lot of the times you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? You don't want to let your inner dialogue be the ruler of how you are moving, right? You want to have a solid inner dialogue that says, this is for my better well-being. This inner dialogue is serving me to do great things in this world before transitioning, right?
Yeah. And also, your feelings don't want you to succeed. They want you to stay comfortable. And you just need to push yourself. Like, on a video that I spoke, that I was talking, the video that we uploaded yesterday was, pretty much talking about how to get out of your comfort zone. So if you feel like you need to get out of your comfort zone, check that video out.
Yeah.
It came out yesterday, so
Go check it out and hit the smash and the like button.
yeah. I would say it's comfort. Just stay out of your comfort zone. Just
Right.
watch yourself. Watch yourself. What am I doing right now? If you can watch yourself, that means you're watching at the outside world. If you
Yeah.
can see yourself, you're seeing someone else. So be more internal than external.
Your feelings are something that you just need to check at the front door. Stay focused on your vision, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a quote. Your breakthrough doesn't come when you feel like it, okay? It comes when you do it anyways.
Yeah, it comes when you say, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right. Because you know it's the way to be. You know it's the end all be all desire.
It's discipline.
Point number 4.
Every blessings require a sacrifice season. So you gotta sacrifice. It's either you sacrifice your friends, you sacrifice going out, you sacrifice spending money, you sacrifice sleeping. You have to sacrifice something to get somewhere. You cannot expect to achieve something if you're not sacrificing. You gotta let go. What are you willing to let go? Alex Hormozi said this. What are you willing to let go in order for you to be a millionaire? You have to have something that you're letting go in order for you to achieve this.
Here's a point here. Before financial increase, you may have to go through financial discipline.
Yeah.
Right? You may have to check and see what your account is every day. You need to be able to check and make sure what's going out and what's coming in.
Yeah.
And it is a mind frame and a mindset of not wanting to spend money too, right? Because you can have inner dialogue that's talking about, let's go spend money. Before physical transformation, you may have to go through physical discomfort, right? Discomfort. Right? Understanding, like, I don't like the way I look and I want to work on that. I want to change this because I know I can. Before spiritual growth, you may have to go through spiritual testing, right? Understanding that my intuition has told me to do this several times in a row and I have not listened to what my internal compass is telling me. I have not
Yeah.
listened to what the Holy Spirit is guiding me. I have not listened to what God is trying to communicate to me. Right?
And another thing that's holding us back is financial sacrifices. When we get money, we get so excited that we spend it in areas where it's like, this is not a growth for me. I'm not gonna grow here, but
Right.
I'm still gonna buy this thing. I'm
Exactly.
not gonna grow by wearing brand clothes.
Facts.
I'm not gonna grow by going out with my friends every time. I'm not gonna grow over there. But if you want growth, you're gonna do different.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't go out with your friends, but you order Uber Eats, you order DoorDash. You're just ordering. You're not cooking. You're not doing anything, and you want to lose weight. There's no way you can do that. There's no way. That's impossible.
Right.
That's one thing that I would say it's impossible. You have to watch your actions, because
Right.
your actions leads you to who you are right now.
God gave you free will, and God is always pushing you to basically move towards his plans, right? He's always pushing you to basically get prepared, right?
Right,
He's preparing you for the next level. He's preparing you for your destiny, what's already been laid out for you. A lot of people go out into the world and they're like, oh, I want to do my own thing. That's not the case, man, because when you do your own thing, look, here's the kicker. When you do your own thing, a lot of the times you don't even find fulfillment in your own thing. You get satisfaction, and then it's one satisfaction after another satisfaction after another satisfaction after another satisfaction. And you realize that, why am I not seeking fulfillment when I thought that this was the way to go?
Yeah.
Right? I always wanted to do this thing, right?
Right.
And just recognizing game of, this is not always the tale, but 9 times out of 10 is the tale, because ultimate fulfillment comes from something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You're serving something bigger than yourself.
Mm.
Our next point we're going to roll into is go to God, right?
Yeah.
Ask God to bless you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask God to give you the discipline to handle the blessings that you're praying for.
Right. Because sometimes we think that God is punishing us, but he's literally preparing you for your next level. Sometimes you're like, I've been through this, I've been through that, I'm always going through something and nothing is happening for me. And you're not realizing that I've been through this because I'm being prepared so that when I get to the next level, I am a badass.
Facts.
When I get to the next level, I'm a beast.
Thrax.
Because sometimes you will be talking negatively to yourself, right? As I said earlier, you talk negatively to yourself and you believe that nothing is going to happen for you, but literally you're being prepared to for your next version, for your next chapter.
On that note, your new life is basically waiting for you, but here's the kicker. You have to leave behind your old habits, and you have to leave them behind first for them to die off.
Exactly.
Right? You want to kill your old self, as they say, kill your old self in order to become your new self.
Yeah.
Right? It's a quote that goes heavy, because you can't bring your old self into the new version.
Yeah, you can't.
Your next level requires a new level of discipline, sacrifice, and focus. A new mind state. Right? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Right? To go off into the new realm, to leave behind old habits, to become the newer habits.
Yeah.
Right? So we're gonna go into this wrap up.
I'm gonna go to the wrap up.
You want to read that last part?
Which is?
What is the one thing that you
What is one thing that you need to sacrifice in order for you to become the person you have been praying for?
Yes. So
comment down below and let us know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, comment down below and let us know.
Yeah.
And here's another aspect too. Write down some couple things, right? Write down a couple things before you comment down below, so you know what you want.
Like write down the sacrifice. I would say write down the sacrifice that you want to commit to.
Yeah.
For the next 30 days and hit that. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me.
Facts.
It's not going to be easy at all. Sometimes you're going to fall and you're going to be like, oh my God, I was supposed to do that thing. I didn't do it. There is tomorrow. You can still hit it. You can still do it. You can still kill it.
It's an action-based mindset.
Yeah.
So be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. With that being said, stay locked in. We hope that this video has blessed you with information and for you to execute on your next
And your
desires.
breakthrough is waiting for you, not
On
your
it.
feelings.
Exactly. So with that being said, stay locked in.
God vibes only.
One up. Kapow!
Gostosa e joga.